Today, we are talking about how to find your design style without the overwhelm. And let me tell you, it's not you taking a design style quiz to be given a title that puts you in a box and makes you feel more stuck than you've ever been.
Yeah, so today we're finding that there is not like these real defined styles. We're really finding a more eclectic mix of everything home, and I love that.
Yeah, you have permission to be fully you,
right,
and make your home tell the story that you want to, which honestly can make you feel more overwhelmed because there's never been more options, there's never been more inspiration. So we're going to give you a process to follow to actually be able to have a direction to complete either one room, your entire home, all your friends' homes even.
Yeah.
So I do have a little checklist in the description if you want to follow along in this process. So let's start off with, first of all, why do you want to define your style?
Well, I feel like you want to make a cohesive and beautiful elevated space. And sometimes if you have no direction, you're just like throwing spaghetti at the wall.
Exactly. And you could start and feel really good about one room and then move on to the next room, and they're conflicting. And a lot of times people will do that, especially with new builds or renovation. They'll ask us questions and they're like, I really like the look of this. And it just feels like everything's fighting and arguing, and then you end up not doing anything.
Yeah. And also we know Instagram is really like the killer of all dreams, because you think I have to aspire to be this, creative genius and, have a show house. But really, that's not what home's about.
No. And I mean, speaking of Instagram, you should go follow us, FHL Design Co. I will put the Instagram right there. We will not kill your dreams. But I do agree with you. You can scroll and it honestly feels like you will never be. And, along with social media, sometimes it feels like design, we have to keep up like the pace of fashion. And fashion is going so fast these days that, if we were to follow every design trend like that, we'd be ripping out our backsplash every month.
Right.
And you wouldn't even finish your design project before the next trend came about. So
right.
I feel like this defining your style helps you feel confident and also be able to evolve, adapt, and follow those trends that you appreciate, because we love that.
We do.
We love to freshen and have fun. So
I love a fresher.
You love a fresher.
I love a fresher.
A
fresher on coffee, a fresher on pillows, all the freshers.
I walk into your house and there's always something slightly different, even if it's a new coffee table book, a pillow, flowers on your table. There's always something slightly different, but overall, you always have the same feel. So we're going to help you do the same thing, even if your style is completely different than either of ours.
Right.
So I am calling this the discovery framework. We are discovering who we are, what our design style is, and we're going to make our dream homes.
All right.
Right here, right now.
Let's do it.
Step one, I want you to walk into a space, whether it's your home, a friend's home, a coffee shop, a restaurant, a hotel. Ask yourself, what makes me love this space? What makes this space feel like a home? So for you...
Well, I love in the main spaces a light and bright and airy feel, but I also like things that are very warm and inviting and just want to be able to come in and sit down, kick your feet up. As they say in the design world, nothing too precious. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. And I want everyone to feel at home the moment they walk in.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, a lot of times it's the textures, it's the blankets, it's the different textures of the rugs and the pillows. It just feels cozy, but also it's the sentimental things. It's the tables. It's like where your family is gathering. And so I think in this little discovery, this part of the discovery, it's important to also incorporate the sentiment. Are you ever so overwhelmed by house chores and wish you could just get ahead? It feels like it never stops, and we're just spinning from one thing to the next. Rather than enjoying the home with the family, we get hit with the next thing. I'm excited to introduce you to HomeAglow. They're a top-rated home service platform dedicated to making your space clean and tidy. To schedule a cleaning, you simply go to the HomeAglow's website and choose the day you're looking for, and you'll see available cleaners. All the cleaners have passed a rigorous certification process and maintain a 4.8 star average rating on the website. It's the perfect place to connect with the perfect cleaner for your regular cleanings. 100% of the cleaning fee and tips go directly to your cleaner, which I love. HomeAglow has a Forever Clean membership, which saves $30 an hour on all future cleanings. Book unlimited cleanings starting at $19 an hour, backed by HomeAglow's happiness guarantee. It's great to have a resource where you can regularly have cleanings queued up so that you're spending more time with your family rather than running around on that hamster wheel. Take home cleaning off your plate this spring by using HomeAglow. Head to homeaglow.com/farmhouseliving or scan the QR code to get your first 3 hours of cleaning for only $19. And even when the sentiment feels like it's conflicting with your style, I would still document that as something important, because we have had clients where our Park Place project, specifically in their bedroom, we used a piece of art that the homeowner's grandmother painted. They didn't want to use that.
Well, they just didn't know where to use it.
Yeah.
And even in my own home, I'll walk around with a piece that I really love. Now, this particular instance, we knew exactly where it needed to go.
Yeah.
It looked like literally their primary bedroom was made for this little piece of art. And they were so overwhelmed. They were brought to tears when they saw it. It was a very clean and modern, organic feel. The whole space was very elevated, and then they had something that was very personal and just made the whole room home.
Yep. But I think in their minds, if they would have been doing this process, because I can assume this because that piece of art had been collecting dust for so long, they loved the art, but it never was really used as home decor. And so I think a lot of people write off things that are sentimental. So I'm just saying, just put that in your pocket, write down, this is special. I mean, like, I walked into my husband's grandma's house and she has a chair in front of the window, and her late husband's arm marks are in the chair from when he used to sit in that chair. That to me is home. Mm-hmm. And it might conflict with your style until we put it all together with a bow.
Yeah.
Right?
And I do love that. I feel like all styles are going back to a simpler time, like Lauren Lee's or Amber Interiors or even Studio McGee, like Joanna Gaines. All of our favorites. Your mother-daughter, Jean Stouffer and her daughter. I mean, everything feels like a return to a simpler time, and I love that.
Yeah, we have lots of examples of incorporating those treasures in every single style. So just document it, write it down. We are not getting overwhelmed. We're throwing the overwhelm. We're changing our mindset. We're throwing that in the trash. So that leads us to the discovery step number 2. And we are ditching the titles completely. And we're going to write down 3 words that say the essence that we're creating. So this is not those standard archetypes like farmhouse, mid-century. We're none of that. No more. But more like cozy, elegant, elevated,
clean.
Warm.
I like a clean palette. I like to be able to have some white space on the wall. I don't like to be overdone.
Yeah. Neutral, whimsical, playful, colorful. We're looking at those words, and we're going to write down 3 of our favorite. You don't have to marry these words, but this is the feel you're creating, not the style you're defining, but the feel you're creating. And so what do you feel like your 3 are?
Well, I mean, I do, like I said, feel like I have a more clean look, but I also feel like I have examples of, like you said, with the textiles, a warm, cozy feel. What else?
I feel like you're elevated. Maybe it could be considered elegant. You love like almost like a European farmhouse, like the mirror over your fireplace.
You're not supposed to say that.
We're not.
No, I understand.
But you can look styles you appreciate and those words.
Yeah.
Having those words and then seeing that those words are represented in so many styles.
That's
not
true.
just European farmhouse, not just traditional, not this like people are doing this like they're making their houses feel like they're in like Cotswolds or like
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So we're doing these things and they're all so the words give you permission to overlap. So
Gotcha.
we're not gonna I know I said throw them in the trash, but we can use them. It just not. We're not going to
box ourselves in.
No,
we're not going to box ourselves in anymore.
We're free.
We're all free.
Okay.
To go to the Cotswolds.
I love watching those videos where there's just ducks like perusing their kitchen and their
sheep.
And they have these potting sheds and I mean, we're not living the best way. You know, we need that. We need that in our life. Okay. But you have this elegant, elevated, so cozy, neutral, a little bit. I mean, you don't have to stick to 3. I would just write down 3 to 5 and let yourself, those words they give more depth to the home than these like boxy styles.
Because again, they evoke a feeling and they're saying, this is what I want people to feel when they enter in.
Yes. We are trying to, I mean, if you want people to feel like you're stuffy and cold, I'm just joking, guys. I'm not knocking any style. People are actually going really modern and still making it feel really cozy. I think that's definitely a gift for people to do. But anyways, the next thing is in our discovery framework, we are on step 3 and we are going to head to Pinterest. And we've already kind of knocked media a little bit, but I feel like because we've done step 1 and 2, which has shifted our mindset, we are no longer boxed in and we are walking into this media wonderland of Pinterest without this kind of
rigid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Pinterest is a search engine. But when you don't know your style to search, how the heck do you use it?
You can just search a room. Yeah. So, for example, if you're really wanting to start with your main spaces, you're going to search family room, kitchen, something like this. Now, at the top, you'll see that Pinterest will like populate actual styles.
Yeah.
Traditional, modern, coastal, whatever. Maybe just take a little glance at those and you can, if something just absolutely pops out at you, you can click on that and see what it populates. Or you can just scroll down and see the whole world of design and every style embraced in one fell swoop.
Yes.
And then you're going to see what your eye really starts to go to. And that's what you're going to save.
Yeah. And you don't have to feel like you're marrying this photo. This is not wedding dress shopping. This is just finding inspiration. So if you just feel like this gives you the feel, but your room's not shaped like that, you could never, I mean, don't think about budget. Don't think about not wanting to paint the room or not having the millwork or don't stop that. Just if you like it, save it. We're going to use these images to see how we can apply it to your space. So don't feel confined. Just keep going, keep pinning, let it be enjoyable. Have yourself a coffee, maybe a glass of wine, maybe both, do what you need to do.
You'll find the thread.
Yeah.
In time.
Yeah.
As you go back and look at what you've saved, you're going to start seeing these repeating themes. Yeah. And those themes are really going to inform your space and your style.
Yeah. So these threads could be, I see a lot of neutrals. I see a lot of mix of patterns. I see all of these rooms have really great window treatments or layered rugs. There's going to be things that you just see, maybe things that are more ornate. This is the type of metal. I see a lot of golds. I see a lot of bronze. Those type of things. It's moody. It's, And you're going to ask yourself too, go back to those words, those 3 to 5 words, and be like, are all these images creating that feel? And probably yes.
Yeah.
But if not, we can kind of shape those words back again. Let's go back and forth between the two, between the threads, which are the defining, repeating
themes.
Accents that you're seeing in the space.
Yeah.
And then go to the words, the feel, and we're combining those. One helpful tip for Pinterest that I love about Pinterest is when you find that image that you love, you're going to click it open. You're just going to scroll down. It's going to give you more images like that. So it might take you a second to find the one. I mean, sometimes I'll scroll on Pinterest for like 30 minutes before I find something that makes my heart
Or you'll scroll on Stephanie's Pinterest.
Yeah, we went to lunch yesterday with Stephanie, and she logged into her Pinterest on my computer. Guys, I was literally trying to steal all of it. It's so funny because your Pinterest adapts to you. It like gets into your brain. I don't even want to think about.
It's the algorithms. The algorithms, y'all.
They start to know you. And so Stephanie's algorithm is next level. So she left it logged in. And
she did it.
Her boards are private, but I'm wondering if I should leak it.
But I will also say that also doesn't lock you in, because much like Stephanie, she will get an idea from that, but then she'll make it her own.
Yeah.
In some way. And sometimes she'll take one image and another image, which we like to call having a baby.
Design babies.
Design babies. So you'll take an image, you'll take another image, and you'll just mix those two to make this wonderful little baby.
So an example of that is maybe like an island in one kitchen, but you like the lighting in the next, and you're just kind of bringing it all together like that. And it's just a fun, I mean, that's probably the best way to use Pinterest as you're developing your design plan. Now that you have your mindset shifted, your 3 to 5 words of the kind of feel that you're creating, and you have some Pinterest images, what the heck do you do with them?
I give them to you and have you put them together for me.
No, you are actually styling queen. So you have your style in your head, and the way that you do it is you surface style to kind of practice and get some confidence boosted. So we're going to look for our mantle, our consoles tables, our coffee table, side tables, surfaces that we can style. Not all surfaces. We're just not doing the whole room. We're just doing one little spot, and we're going to practice. This is a low risk way of creating that feel, kind of what you were saying earlier. You shop your own home, you look around, you kind of give a refresh. If you're starting from scratch, just do one small area, one corner, one wall, something like that that feels like you're not going to.
Yeah. So, I mean, I will sometimes even do this at the store. I'll lay everything out, and bearing in mind what my room looks like, I'll put together a vignette inside of a store, or even when we're thrift shopping or we're at estate sales, I'll put it together on a table on the floor and then see if I love it and bring it all home.
Yeah, it's just really low risk, easy, not overwhelming. If you're not having fun with this, let's step back. Let's find a new surface. The point of this is practice makes confidence.
Right. And it is fun to have a friend, to phone a friend. Like Stephanie and Shelby and I got together yesterday. If you do lack confidence and you have a friend or a daughter or somebody to bounce it off of, I do like that. And I think you're going to be able to communicate what you need to your friends so much better. Like, hey, let's go thrifting, let's estate sale, let's go to Home Goods. I'm shopping, I'm trying to create this feel in my home. I watched this video from those FHL girls. They're amazing. You should watch it too. But it's just this, it's a communication tool really is what it is. And so that gives you the ability to be able to invite your friends in and communicate, okay, I'm really trying to create this style or this feel Yes.
Okay, so now that we have practiced, we have all this done in our discovery process, we are going to create a mood board. We are going to plan a full room or your full house if you're brave enough, which you should have everything on paper, especially if you're doing a new build. We don't want to make investments without knowing that it all looks good together. So what the heck is a mood board?
So we like to use Canva. It's a space where we can put it all together like old school collage style,
Yeah.
and so that way you can see it all flows, it all looks cohesive, and it is great because then you feel confident to make even foundational purchases of sofas or beds or
Yeah.
something like that without spending the money, bringing it home and saying, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah. And I think that's also helping you when you have everything on paper. When you go out shopping, then you're able to know that those smaller pieces will look great there. I do have Canva templates that you can use if you would like to do that. And I'm thinking about making a full how to create a mood board video. So let us know in the comments if you would like to see that. It's super easy. Canva is very beginner friendly. You can use it on your phone or on your computer. We like to do our computer.
Yeah. And I will say, like, back in the day, it was something that was not available like it is readily available now. And you would have to return things. You'd
Yeah.
return the rug. You'd return the pillows. You'd return the lamp. This keeps you from having to do that.
Yeah. Over investing, getting caught in the rat race,
All the
being
things.
overwhelmed, knowing I would say most of the time our floor plans open up to each other. So being able to look at that dining room next to that kitchen, next to that living room, do those rugs look good together? Do the lights look good together?
Yeah.
I mean, it really does knock out some major overwhelm, but having that style defined before you walk into that process really helps you. And we really even do that with our clients. We don't just, we were on a consult call right before this, and we were asking, what's the feel? What's the function? She wants family friendly. I don't need her to tell me I want my style to be mid-century. I really want to know what makes your home feel good. And so
Yeah.
that's
And
really,
how do you use your space? I
Yeah.
mean, she has kids and dogs. We have kids and dogs. We totally get it.
we have a baby grunting. So we better be finished with this video.
All right.
So I would love to know your style or the feel that you're creating for your home in the comments below.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Hey, you know what would be super fun as an aside? We talked about a little bit about the Cotswolds, did we, in this video? So maybe we should do a Gal Pal journey trip to the Cotswolds and do a little...
I'm pretty sure there's a girl, Chloe of Boxwood Avenue. She does trips, design trips.
to the
to
Cotswolds?
Paris and to
No.
Europe.
Oh my goodness. I'm coming.
Yeah,
I'm
sign
signing
up.
up.
I mean, you really could.
I really could.
You should.
I should.
Let's do it.
All right, guys.
Bye.